Fill my heart with song, let me sing forevermore.
Hello, welcome to this week's Stallion TV, Abraham Baldwin Agricultural College. I'm Claire Jarbo.
And I'm Josh Page. Thanks for joining us.
Last Friday, the Carry the Load program, which honors military, law enforcement, firefighters, and rescue personnel, launched its national march with a rally on ABAC's campus.
The rally began at the front of campus with a ceremony hosted by the voice of ABAC, Mike Chasen.
Carry the Load is all about restoring the true meaning of Memorial Day.
The concert choir sang the national anthem before the rally participants marched around the front of campus circle. Then many of them continued around the entire campus, banding together to show appreciation for military, law enforcement, firefighters, and first responders.
The Step-Off Rally initiates a 2,000-mile journey from West Point, New York to Dallas, Texas.
We do this event on the campus here at ABAC to provide the opportunity for our campus community and our community at large to stop and reflect on what the true meaning of Memorial Day is.
A lot of people now, if you ask them what Memorial Day is all about, they'll just tell you that's the first weekend of summer.
It all hits close to home for us. Like I said, almost all of us have at least one or two veterans that are in our family. And we all know that none of us would be here and we wouldn't be able to do the things that we do as far as our higher education and being in a fraternity and that kind of stuff if it wasn't for our brave men and women that served in our armed forces.
After an afternoon filled with hikes across campus, food, music, and conversation, the Carry the Load Step-Off ended with a flag ceremony and some words from the ABAC president. One phrase heard throughout the day regarding those who sacrifice for others was, "Who are you carrying?"
ABAC is petitioning to keep the Carry the Load kickoff rally on ABAC's campus in the next coming years.
The annual Spring Fling, hosted by House Life and Housing, brought fun music and food to the lakeside lawn. Here's Jolie Warren with more on that fun event.
I'm here on the lakeside lawn reporting on the annual Spring Fling event. Let's see what these students are up to.
I think the event that everybody is kind of enjoying the most is probably the rock wall. Everybody's really been up and down that thing all day, of all ages too. It hasn't been just students, it's been faculty members and everybody, so it's been kind of crazy.
The drawings and watching people dance.
Okay, well, I just came out and I'm actually excited to do that little run and snap thing, but I'm kind of scared, but I'd say that has to be my favorite thing so far. Once I get the chance, the guts to go ahead and do it.
And the weather couldn't be any more beautiful. It's about 80 degrees, wind's blowing, so it feels great outside and everybody's kind of having a good time. So.
Awesome. If competing in blow-up jousting or even dancing worked up an appetite, free snowbiz and funnel cakes came to the rescue of many. Overall, Spring Fling was a huge success and caught the attention of those who walked by.
Well, I was actually walking from classes and I was like, oh, there's a big old party. I need to come and go, you know.
For the Stallion, I'm Jolie Warren.
Thank you, Jolie. Rock climbing and free food? Well, it doesn't really get much better than that.
Riders were turning and burning at Saturday's barrel race in the ABAC arena. Here's Grace Holland with more on that story.
Come on, faster. It's come on. There you go. Hurry.
The ABAC Horsemen's Association couldn't have asked for a better day to host their NBHA-sanctioned barrel race.
I think it's awesome that this many people have come out here to help support us and that they showed up, and I think it's pretty great that because all the other shows in the area canceled because of the weather and we didn't, and because we stuck it out, the weather actually turned out to be really good and a great turnout.
Competitors flooded the ABAC Equestrian Complex. People of all ages came to compete astride their four-legged team members.
Well, my wife has taken up barrel racing in her later years of life, and so, we don't want to, or she doesn't want to miss a horse show. So she enjoys it, and I just kind of go along to help her.
Oh yeah, had fun, had a good time. In spite of not doing well, you're always disappointed when you don't have good runs, but you just think, okay, next time. Be better next time. Give us something to work on during the week.
When an event is NBHA sanctioned, it means that participants are accumulating points for the NBHA barrel racing season. But Saturday's event was about much more than just competition.
Every time I have one, we're out here. My wife, she's in the School of Ag, so she likes to be able to support the kids and get to know a lot of the kids and enjoy them.
I just like to be here to watch the horses.
I think it's a great thing because, you know, for years this arena was not used to its full capacity, and I'm glad to see people use it, you know, and if ABAC students can learn from it, I'm all for it. We'll be here to support it, okay?
For the Stallion, I'm Grace Holland.
This isn't the last equestrian event that will be held this semester. On Saturday, April 26th, Alpha Gamma Rho will be hosting another barrel race at 8 p.m.
ABAC senior students seeking to get their rural studies degree gave an array of capstone presentations to faculty on campus. Reporter Rachel France was there as the students presented their research and years of hard work.
Professor of English, Sandra Giles, mentored these rural studies students.
Well, these are the presentations that go along with their senior projects. So this is supposed to be, the word that they like to use is capstone. It's a capstone that sort of symbolizes one last opportunity for the students to show what they can do, what they've learned in the Rural Studies program, to pull together some research that they've learned how to do, to pull together for the writing and comm track the writing skills and the presentation skills that they've learned during their time as a Rural Studies writing communication student.
The students who presented on April 23rd were those in the Writing and Communications concentration. The presentation topics ranged from personal experiences with racism in the South, food safety in the peanut industry, and even religion and agriculture in India. The presentations came to a close as faculty asked questions and praised the students. For Stallion TV, this is Rachel France.
Thanks, Rachel. All three presenters have jobs lined up after college.
Stick around for some jazzy tunes. ABAC's music department has been busy the past 2 weeks. You'll hear more from them after this break.
ABAC is college done right.
With caring and committed professors
who provide a quality education through hands-on learning.
Premier lakefront living.
On-campus dining with many options.
And it all comes at an affordable price.
Go to abac.edu and schedule your visit to see why ABAC is college done right.
Culture comes back to ABAC on the 36th Annual Jazz Festival, where students get to sit back, relax and watch the show. Here's Megan Kling with more on that story.
Nothing can rain on the parade of these music-loving youngsters. Not even the rain.
Forget rain. As long as their instruments don't get wet, they don't care. They're here to play jazz, and we're having a ball. And we come every year to the Jazz Festival here at ABAC. This has been going on for 20 plus years. It's such a big deal for our kids and our jazz band because the bands that come here, the kids that come here for this event are here purely for jazz. That their heart is jazz and they want to play. And you know ABAC has an amazing jazz program. And the cool thing is a lot of these kids are going to come over here to ABAC. It's great to be on campus here. They see college life. And it just says, you know, I can see myself here in a year or two.
The concert, along with an art show, happens annually, and this year marks the 36th Jazz Festival on ABAC's campus.
The festival's been going now for over 30 years, and we bring in regional high school bands, some actually from across the state, but most around the area. And it's just a really fun day. It's a non-competitive festival. Everyone just comes and cheers everyone else on and plays and has a lot of fun. And then typically after every festival, we have an evening concert with a guest artist. And sometimes that guest artist, like in this case, will be playing with the ABAC jazz band. And that guest artist also gives the students here at the Jazz Festival a master class in the afternoon. So it's a full day of music.
The series is produced by the ABAC Arts Connection and is also supported in part by the Georgia Council for Arts. This has been Megan Kling with Stallion TV.
ABAC held its annual jazz festival during George Scott Day out in the Meadows. The event featured bands from 14 different high schools, each with their own style. Reporter James Jackson has that story.
Let me sing forevermore.
Last week, ABAC held its third annual jazz festival, part of the George Scott Day on campus. Kip Chafin, singing Frank Sinatra Jr., was one of the many high school performers who attended the festival. And as you can see, he's really feeling the music.
I feel fine, I'm used to it. I usually feel a little bit nervous beforehand, but besides that, once I get up there, it's really nothing. I enjoy it a lot. It's fulfilling. It's very fulfilling. Yeah, I really like Frank Sinatra a lot. So I was very thankful to be able to sing something like that for everybody.
Kip also announced that he'll be attending ABAC in the fall. Another performer, trumpeter Elijah Jewell, also shares his experience about his first jazz festival here at ABAC.
I was a little nervous. We were on spring break. We didn't have any after school or rehearsals this week. It was something different. It's definitely a little different than playing in a concert or playing in an auditorium. It was a lot of fun, learning experience. We get looking at other bands and kind of learning and see other styles of band. Seeing how other jazz bands do it, and kind of learning and hearing new music and stuff like that. So.
The ABAC Jazz Festival was a great experience for the high school students that attended. The music sounded great, and we hope to see them back next year. For The Stallion, I'm James Jackson.
Thanks, James. Glad high school students were able to come out and have fun. Hoping to see more talent from them in the coming years.
April 17th and 18th, ABAC music students performed for several high schools. The jazz, concert bands and choirs stayed in Florida to watch another jazz festival after their tour. Here's reporter Claire Jarbo with that story.
Last week, ABAC students from the jazz and concert bands and choirs went on tour to recruit at high schools. After the tour, ABAC Jazz Band and Choir both performed at the Lakeside Jazz Festival in Port Orange.
This is my first year here at ABAC, and the tour is kind of something they do every year after our concerts have taken place and usually after the jazz festival is over. And it's a great way for the kids to, both for us actually, we start the tour by going to high schools and recruiting and performing at the high schools, which is a lot of fun. And then we usually end the tour performing at a jazz festival. In this case, it was the Lakeside Jazz Festival. A lot of middle schools and high school bands during the day, and what they do is they come and play, and there's a panel of judges, and they give them pointers and award them prizes. What we did was called basically we just did an exposition.
In the expedition, several of ABAC's most talented music students performed.
Every day I have the blues. Every day.
And the audience thoroughly enjoyed the music.
I think they really enjoyed the ABAC band. We brought a lot of energy and enthusiasm. In fact, when we got there, I'd say it was near the middle of the day, near lunchtime, and the crowd had kind of dispersed a little bit. And when we went on, I think by the end of our performance, we had a crowd gathering and cheering us on.
Already, the jazz instructor, Dr. Heflin, looks forward to future tours with the ABAC music students.
It's kind of a great way to end the year. We had a lot of fun playing at the high schools and really ended the year on a high note. Then the students, get to have a day or so to chill out at the beach after it's all over with. So it's really a lot of fun for both actually the faculty members and for the students.
This was Claire Jarbo for Stallion TV.
And that looked like great fun.
Well, it was, but I'm also glad to be back here in Tifton with ABAC. The ABAC Spring Concert Band performed last week. Their songs appealed to people fond of classical music, patriotism, and even the video game Mario. Here is Colette Whittemore with the story.
The Spring Concert Band, directed by Johnny Folsom, played last week, April 13th and 14th. The audience had the pleasure of hearing songs that provided many feelings such as happiness, sorrow, and even laughter when the band played Mario tunes.
I play tenor and bass trombone. I'm the current band president here at Abraham Baldwin Agricultural College. I'm a current music major as well, and as far as playing in band, it's basically my life at this point because I'm going to be a teacher one day for music. And what I get out of here is what I'm going to put forth into the future. It was really successful. It was actually one of our best concerts that I've been in. Like I said, I've been in it for 3 years, and we have one every semester, and we do different music. So this is definitely by far the best one.
Each semester, the concert band never disappoints, and family and friends and the community always come to support. Reporting for the Stallion, I'm Colette Whittemore.
Thanks, Colette. ABAC's next band concert will not be until next semester. Although on the 27th and the 28th, music students will be performing at the music recital at 4 p.m.
Motivation is a key asset for accomplishing your aspirations and goals. One lady here at ABAC goes above and beyond to show her love for students and motivates them with love. Here's Traymond Mills with that story.
A student's biggest fear is transitioning from high school to college. Leaving mom and dad at home can take a toll on a student's life. But having someone there that loves you, motivates you, and even makes you smile when you're down can make a world of a difference.
Juggling schoolwork and a job can both be stressful. Naomi Sims is a faithful employee who has served more than 30 years here at Abraham Baldwin's Donaldson Dining Hall.
I love Miss Naomi. It's a pleasure to work with Miss Naomi because since being here with Miss Naomi, I've been here 16 years, and she's taught me a lot about catering and stuff, and she's a very well-rounded person.
Her loving spirit towards students makes her more than just a co-worker, but also a motivator and a best friend.
Every day I come in here, she have a smile on her face, and she just tell me, don't be acting up, just do your work. She make my day wonderful. Every day I come in here, expect her to make me laugh, make me smile, and I just love Miss Naomi.
Miss Naomi, a hard-working lady, man. You know what I'm saying? For her to wake up early in the morning and come deal with these children all day, every day, and still remain to have a smile on her face, kind of influenced me to do the same thing, man, regardless of what I'm going through school, through working here, you know what I'm saying? So she influenced me to just stay positive, regardless of what's going on around me.
Miss Nana, as I call her, she's made an influence. She just brings my spirits up. She's funny. She's welcoming. She's almost like a second mom, it feels like sometimes. And she's caring. She cares about everybody. She loves coming into work. I think she just comes into work just to see all of us come in and eat, and just it makes her happy, and it makes us happy to see her.
Truly, the life you live will speak for itself, and Naomi's light has shined over many students.
Love, motivation, and a strive for excellence all packed into one woman. Reporting for the Stallion, I'm Traymond Mills. Get back to work.
Thanks, Traymond. Good to know that if you strive for excellence, you will achieve. And we see Naomi Sims installing that every day in our ABAC students.
Coming up after the break, we'll be looking at the next edition of Pegasus and also the new neighbor waiver, as well as other things.
So don't go anywhere, we'll be right back.
Is more better?
Well, more instructors that care about your future is definitely better.
Especially the one-on-one time with your teacher, more is always better.
And more hands-on learning time with our outdoor learning labs is definitely better.
More food options are definitely better. It doesn't get better than Fried Chicken Thursday here at ABAC.
So more is better.
Well, sometimes less is more. Here at ABAC, you can get affordable education.
Absolutely. ABAC offers a quality education at an affordable price.
It's not complicated. Get more for less at ABAC.
Pegasus is about to release their yearly edition. Here is my co-anchor, Josh Page, with more information.
We're here with Remington Miller to speak about the 42nd edition of this year's Pegasus. So, Remy, can you tell me what is Pegasus about?
We're ABAC's literary magazine. We accept poetry, prose, and like photography and art. We accept from high school students, college students, and the faculty, staff, and alumni from ABAC.
Brilliant. So what part do you play in Pegasus?
I am the managing editor.
Okay.
I'm basically the schedule maniac.
Yeah. So what kind of stuff do you have to do in that role?
As editing manager, I set deadlines that we have to have everything by. I keep everybody pretty much organized. I help do the layout, and I do finishing touches before we send it to the printer.
So I'm sure some of our viewers will be dying to know what's on this year's edition. So is there any way you can give us a sneak peek of some of the things that we could look out for?
I can tell you that it is a dark and somber issue, but there are spots of light.
Okay. So it's kind of one where there's some tough times, but there's some good times as well.
Yes,
okay, nice.
It's a very uplifting magazine.
Brilliant. So for people that want to get their stories published or pictures, what would they have to do to get involved?
Well, you can just come to the office, which is in the 3rd floor of the Student Branch Center, or email me, and I can direct you to one of the advisors.
Brilliant. I'm really looking forward to this year's edition. I hope you are too. I'm Josh Page, reporting for the Stallion.
Thanks, Josh. I'll definitely be getting my copy of this year's edition.
Well, I'm going to hold you to it now you've said it. The Anime Culture Club finished the semester with their monthly game night. Here's Savannah Nesfold with that story.
The Anime Culture Club held its final game night for the semester this week. Those who came to the event enjoyed pizza and chips with games of Uno and Super Smash Bros. Brawl. Libby Manor says she believes game night is important.
It's a nice time for ABAC students to get together and play games, especially nerdy people like ourselves. I wish it was longer. 2 hours seems like a short time to play video games. Other than that, seems fine. The food's nice. The company's nice. I like that it's very open.
Game night started near the end of fall semester, and club president Allison Musselwhite wants to continue making game nights a thing here at ABAC.
I hope it to become a well-known event so that many people know about it. Even if you're not that interested in anime, you can still come and have a good time with the variety of board games and video games we provide.
For Stallion TV, I'm Savannah Nesfold.
It looks like the game night was a great success, and the Anime Culture Club will be back next semester with more game nights to come. So don't miss out. Flyers in the ABAC calendar will have updates as to when these game nights will be.
Neighbor waivers eliminate out-of-state tuition for some states at ABAC. Here's Jennifer Powers with the details.
The Board of Regents has given ABAC a huge gift with the new neighbor waiver policy, allowing students from the states of Alabama, Florida, and South Carolina to attend ABAC at an in-state tuition rate.
The neighbor waiver is ABAC's name for the Board of Regents Border Resident Waiver, named by the USG Board of Regents policy. It allows students from Florida, Alabama, and South Carolina to attend ABAC at an in-state tuition rate. Well, due to decreasing enrollment numbers in a lot of the southern colleges, ABAC was one of the select few that is able to offer this waiver to out-of-state students. We wanted to make sure our students had the same opportunities as surrounding colleges were offering their students.
Prospective students and currently enrolled students from the neighboring states stand to gain approximately $1,000 a semester. To be eligible for the neighbor waiver, students must prove their citizenship and residency and keep a good academic standing, maintaining an overall GPA of a 2.0. Although enrollment has been booming here at ABAC, we hope that with the new neighbor waiver in full effect that we continue to progress. Thank you for watching Stallion TV.
We sure hope to see neighboring states take advantage of this new waiver here at ABAC.
With the majority of events already come and gone, we still managed to have another great lineup of upcoming events. April 30th is the last day for scheduled classes. Congratulations for sticking out until the end. And from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m, Academic Support Centre and Media Services will be holding their Dog Days, a well-loved event in the Meadows. Then at 11:30 a.m, the GA Association of Nursing Students will be holding their end-of-year cookout in Health Sciences building.
At 7 p.m. will be the sophomore recital feat, Avery Apnip and Haley Milner, which will be held in the chapel. And at 9 p.m, CAB will be holding their Chicken and Waffles event in the dining hall. On Friday, May 1st, finals begin, but don't worry, just study hard and do your best. After all finals will end on May 6th. At 6 p.m., Stallions face off with Georgia Perimeter in Covington, Georgia. They will face Georgia Perimeter again in Covington, Georgia on May 2nd and at 1 p.m. Ready to graduate? Well, get ready because graduation is just around the corner on Thursday, May 7th at 10 a.m.
With summer approaching, things are heating up quickly here on campus. But worry no more because the sun's out and the pool is open. Soon.
Hello guys, this is Les McFadden reporting for Stallion TV here on the campus of ABAC, and I'm at Gresset Gym, and behind these doors is where goggles and swimsuits are needed. As the Georgia temperature increases, ABAC offers many cool things and activities to do on campus, but I bet you didn't know about the pool. The pool, located behind Gresset Gym, is a perfect place to cannonball and lay out with friends.
The pool will open on May 1st. It is located at Gresset Gym, so when you're approaching Gresset Gym from the south parking lot, you will see behind us the gates. They will be open for people to sign in, check in. You'll have to have your student ID or your membership card. So if you're an ABAC student, you just bring your student ID and they get you in. Monday through Thursday, it is going to be 3 to 7, and then Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, 1 to 6. So we will be open 7 days a week. 2 lifeguards on call during pool open hours. One lifeguard will be checking student IDs, membership IDs, or the other person's actually on the lifeguard stands, but they'll both be on call in case something goes wrong at any time. And we'll have a total of 6 lifeguards throughout the summer session. If you're not into swimming and you just want to lay out, we have chairs and everything for that. Nice green grass over that way, so come out.
And there you have it guys, I'm Les reporting for Stallion TV.
That sure will be refreshing for all the students and even maybe some of the staff after the tough schedule we've had this semester.
Lastly, we have Christian with some news over which lucky individuals got awarded with the Stallions Pacesetters Award.
I'm Christian Estrada reporting from Stallion TV. Today we got the chance to see some students and faculty get recognized for their achievements throughout this year. Here's more on the story.
She likes telling people what to do too. Thank everybody.
This event is to celebrate all of our Pacesetters on campus. The Stallion picks people on campus who lead the way, and so we want to award them for all the hard work that they do. That we choose are people who think creatively on campus. They work hard with other students and faculty members that we awarded just work really hard for their students, and the students we awarded work really hard with for each other, and they're just people who are positive things that they have in common. They're all positive role models on campus and leaders on campus.
I'm super honored and humbled and really, really thankful. I think because it's an award by students, nominated by students, and chosen by students, so it's a special honor, and also because it's the superior one.
Pacesetter Award is a very humbling experience. It's good to know that the work you do, whether it be little, big, or whatever, doesn't go unnoticed. It makes you feel all the good inside to know that someone here notices the things that you do and you can in some way be honored for it. So winning this award, I'm humbled by it, and it means a lot to me.
You got to finish the moment you said it.
Hope all the students and faculty who got recognized were happy with their achievements. I'm Christian Shaw reporting for Stallion TV, and we'll be back soon.
Thanks, Christian, and congratulations to all the Pacesetters recipients.
Well, Claire, that's sadly all we have time for this week, but don't worry, Stallion TV will be back again in 2 weeks. I'm Josh Page.
And I'm Claire Jarbo. Thanks for joining us.
Fill my heart with song, let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. And I would, please be true.